Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. I'm Guido Molinari, Managing Partner at Prism Group, and welcome to the economic stream at the Crypto Economic Security Conference, CSC 2020. Very excited about the conference that we are hosting this year. And before I go into today's agenda and tell you a little bit about the great lineup of speakers we have, I want to remind you that, as this conference is being broadcasted live, you will be able to ask questions to the speakers. You'll be able to just type your questions and the speaker will see the question and be able to reply right away. Also, please, if you're going to tweet or, post anything, use the official hashtag of the conference at Unitize 2020. So without further ado, a little bit about us, Prism Group. We are, as I said, the co-host of this year CSC. Prism Group, we are an economic consulting company working at the forefront of blockchain technology. We have been in the space for about 3 years, working both on permissionless and permission network. We were co-founded by a group of Harvard-trained economists and came from a mixed background of technology companies, consulting, and academia. We're very blessed to have among our senior advisor a Nobel Prize-winning economist and professor at Harvard University. Beyond our solo engagements, we do have joint offerings with leading firms in the space, including Flipside Crypto in the economic analytics space with the offering of the Crypto Economic Analytics Suite that we launched earlier this year at Consensus, with a leading security review firm, TriloBits, a joint offering in economic security, and with the development shop SimbaChain, developing jointly with them government solutions. As a firm, we've long been very, very connected to both the academic education world and the research one, and that's why we're so excited about bringing the lineup of speakers we have this year at CSC, because we truly believe that there is great value in connecting practitioners that are working every day in the industry and building these amazing new networks, and academics and economic researchers from both the private and government sector that are looking at solving the great economic questions that still remain. Just to mention a couple of the initiatives we've been involved on the education side, we have worked on the MIT Management Sloan School Executive Education course. This was launched by, at the time, Professor Catalini at MIT. Christian is now, as many of you know, the head economist at Novi and was the co-creator of Libra, and is going to be one of our speakers today, giving us an update on Libra 2.0. We've also worked with Columbia Business School on their executive education course, and we have actually Professor Igigar from Columbia presenting today a very interesting paper on the economics of permission networks. So really thinking about the enterprise consortia that are being created. On the research side, we have ourselves presented research at many institutions, and we're very pleased to see researchers from several of these today with us at CSC presenting their latest paper. So without more on that, I would like to present you, this is the roster of speakers of today's CSC economic stream. As I mentioned, really an amazing group of leading economic researchers from private, academic, and government institutions. We are very, very pleased to welcome back a few of the speakers from last year from CSC 2019 that we held in San Francisco. Among them, Dr. Christian Catalini from now Novi, formerly known as Calibra. Christian is going to present about economics of Libra 2.0, following the recent new white paper published in April of this year. Also among the speakers that are returning to CSC this year, we have Professor Rod Garrett from the University of California, Santa Barbara. Rod is going to present his latest paper on why fixed costs matter for proof of work-based cryptocurrency and share some of the insights around that that are contrary actually to many of the previous research papers published by other academics. We also have coming back Professor Marco Di Maggio from Harvard Business School. If you guys remember, last year Marco presented about the economics of stablecoin Terra, where he has been a co-researcher. Terra is a leading stablecoin protocol based in South Korea. Also coming back is Professor Richard Holden, who was one of the opening speakers last year at CSC 2019, and this year is going to connect from Sydney, Australia, and present his latest paper on the law of economics of blockchain. We're also very, very pleased that a number of new speakers are joining us this year at CSC 2020. Among them, we are very excited to welcome Dr. Garth Bachman from the Federal Reserve Board. Dr. Bachman is going to present his paper that he recently published together with Dr. Jean Fleming, also from the Federal Reserve Board, on global demand for basket-backed stablecoins. This is the first paper coming out of the Federal Reserve Board looking at blockchain and cryptocurrency, and we're hoping to see more in the future. Also coming this year to the conference, connecting from Cape Town, is Professor Kopier Georg. Is going to present some of his applied research that he did with the South Africa Reserve Bank and some findings from that on CBDCs, so practical consideration when issuing a CBDC as they have in the experiment in South Africa. Also presenting this year are Professor Barry Aitken-Green from UC Berkeley that will be discussing Libra and its discontents, so giving a different perspective from Libra, and we look forward to hearing his findings. We also have, as I mentioned in the introduction, Professor Gard Iniegar from Columbia University. Professor Iniegar is going to present a paper he recently published with Fahad Saheleh, who was one of the presenters at last year's CSC. And the paper is on the economics of permission blockchain adoption. So thinking about really the enterprise side. Also thinking more on the enterprise side of things is going to be the presentation of Professor Hannah Albarda from New York University. Hannah is going to present her paper that she recently published on smart contracts, IoT sensor and efficiency, and really looking at how important is linking IoT sensor to smart contracts, so solving really that Oracle problem that we have often seen as an issue in enterprise blockchain. Last but not least, we are very happy to see Professor Diksha Gupta from Carnegie Mellon University joining us this year and presenting our paper on initial coin offering as a commitment to competition. Concluding the list of speakers, my colleague, Dr. Stephanie Herder, one of the founding economists at Prism Group. Stephanie is going to present some of our recent findings from the joint analytics product that I mentioned that we have developed with Flipside Crypto, called the Crypto Economic Analytics Suite. And she's going to talk about how to measure the economic health of blockchain networks, and thinking in that regard about topics such as the level of decentralization of blockchain network, the driver of token price, and the level of fairness in rewards. I'm your host for today. Now I'm going to introduce our first speaker, but before that, if anyone wants to learn more about the work that we do at Prism Group and the type of research that we publish, I welcome you to visit our website, www.prismgroup.io, or feel free to contact us at our email or follow us on social media. And we do have a monthly newsletter that summarizes some of the latest research that gets published, and you can subscribe at the following link. Thank you very much, and looking forward to welcome our speakers now.